When I purchased the place, I wouldn't say it's cheap, but it's affordable. It's an affordable way to live in San Diego and own something. It was really closed off. And so to open it up, we took out this cabinet that was right here. This is literally the only refrigerator I could find to fit this space. You really have everything in an arm's reach that you need to have. Here we move into the bedroom. Rocky has this little area back there. He just went pee on camera.
Will you join me? Will you roll? Make this house our tiny home.
Hi, I'm Shauna.
Hi, I'm Robert.
And I can't wait to show you our tiny house in San Diego, California. When I purchased the place 3 years ago, they were asking, I think it was around $89,900. I ended up getting it for, I think, like $83 or $84. I wanted to be able to buy something and make it my own, and I did.
This makes it easier to like own your own place that you
Right.
can do whatever you want with. And
Right. I can paint everything terracotta if I want.
yeah, exactly.
It's a nice, quiet park that I live in. Since I am in San Diego, it's really hard to find anything, really cheap. So it is $9.98 for my space rent, but I do have the outdoor space. There's hiking trails around here. I can take my dog on a walk. There's a pool, jacuzzi, tennis court, and a basketball court. There's a lot of amenities. And the $9.98 includes everything: electricity, water, trash. I wouldn't say it's cheap, but it's affordable. It's an affordable way to live in San Diego and own something. When you come down the stairs from the inside, you come out here, and I have a little seating area here, and then there's like a little shaded area here for my plants. It can get a little hot out here in the summer, so we put in this pop-up to provide more shade. Put Rocky down, you're heavy. This is a fire pit that we can take the top off and light up at night when we sit out here. I got my shed for storage. I do have, Christmas stuff, holiday stuff, some stuff that I don't want to get rid of in there, and washer and dryer is in there. Rocky has this little area back there. He just went pee on camera. As soon as you come in through the sliding glass door, which is our front door, you're automatically into the living space. This is Rocky's bed, my dog's little bed. He chills there all day while I'm working. Moving up here, I decided to use this curtain valance for some more plants, and just having it trail across for a natural look. I got this stained glass from a flea market. It not only looks good, but it also doubles for the sun not to beat in here when you're sitting on the couch. It's nice and airy and really bright. It has a lot of windows in here. When they're all open, you get a really good cross breeze. And with the AC unit that I have up there, I can turn that on, or even just the fan to pump in more air. This big coffee table actually is on casters and has baskets under there for shoe storage, a blanket. I have my vintage lamps, more plants. I put this in so I had more display area, because in a small house you can't have bookcase or large furniture, so I put those in. They don't take much space. This actually folds down to a queen size bed. Bring the TV in front of the sliding glass door, and that goes there, and this will come down. You can lay here and watch TV, which I do a lot on weekends during the summer. It's nice to be able to chill and watch TV and have additional sleeping space. I do have a son that's 20, so sometimes he'll come chill. Having a tiny space where you don't really have room for a table. I have the bar area, which I love eating at a bar area, and I got these nice cushy chairs, so it's like sitting on a regular chair and not a bar stool without a back, so they're nice. When we first purchased the place, it was really closed off, and so to open it up, we took out this cabinet that was right here. We put in the floating shelves, and they're not real deep, but that's okay. I don't need them to be real deep. The more wider you get with the shelves, you get that feeling of being closed in again. I didn't want that. So I did these here for my coffee cups. I got the coffee station going, which I love. I really like the way the space works. I have a big sink. I have the stove here. You really have everything in an arm's reach that you need to have. We installed this butcher block countertop, which I love butcher block. I love the warmth that it brings. I have a lot of wood tones going, but I think it works, you know, with everything being like neutral. We rounded the corners, which I think really modernizes the countertop and just makes it look really finished and nice and custom. I love it. Moving over here, we put in this L. I thought it was perfect for this little corner over here. When you're cooking, you know, the plates are right there. You can cook, plate it, bring it over here and eat. I do cook. I don't use the oven on here as much. It runs on propane. I find that using this just sucks a lot of propane. So I use it once in a while for like holidays or whatever, but I mostly use my my toaster oven. It has a bake, it has broil, air fry, all of that. I use that if I need to. And then I mostly cook on it, like all the time. I use the stovetop. I put this back here just so I can have spices in reach without taking too much space. I have that back there, and also knife storage. So those are also in reach. I make a lot of tacos, so I have this here so I can make tacos. I love tacos. Over here is my working area. I got the dual monitors. I would work at the bar, but I do have to have the dual monitors for all the applications I have. I built this table. I had like a bigger table that just came too far out into the walk-in area, so I wanted to fit in, be tucked away more. We bought the hairpin legs, and I bought plywood and just stained it, and I painted this on here to match this. Got a little carried away, but I think it looks okay. And moving over here, this is the heater. I put it here one day because I didn't know where to put it. I didn't want to take up floor space, and I realized it actually fit here perfect. So I'm gonna keep it there. I don't think it looks bad. And I can see it from any angle, and it actually, when I'm working, it's cool to have it like right next to me. Moving on over here, we put more butcher block in. The original countertop came out further, like into the walk space, and I didn't want that. So we installed one that was thinner. And also the refrigerators right here, the old one had handles. So every time you opened it, it would hit this cabinet. But now this clears it totally, so that's good. And this is literally the only refrigerator I could find to fit this space. And then moving on over here, so I don't have my appliances on the countertop. I kind of utilize this for like the microwave and my toaster oven and my Instant Pot. And over here we have the bathroom. I kind of painted it this terracotta color to just do a minor upgrade. We switched out the sink fixture and the shower head and made them black to match the kitchen. This actually had a shower door. The shower door just kind of made it feel enclosed a little bit when you're in here. And now, especially if the shower curtain's open, you know, you have a lot more arm space, you know, like to move around. We have regular flushing septic. It's not like a compost or the incinerator toilets. It's just a regular toilet with a bidet. And then moving in here, this is the bedroom space. I have a queen size bed in here. When I first purchased the place, it had 2 nightstands right here on each side. So you had to have the bed going this way. And I really don't think it was for a queen. It was probably for like a full size. But I have a queen, so we took those out so I could put the bed this way. Sideways like this, it fits in, I feel tucked in. Cozy, I guess is the word. You feel cozy in here. I have a lot of pillows because I do have the projector screen that I can pull down and just lay in here and watch TV. I don't have a loft, you know, it's a ground floor bedroom, which works for me and Rocky. My dog is getting to the point where he won't maneuver stairs anymore. So for me, that's perfect. I have to lift him up on the bed and down from the bed. And so just maneuvering stairs would be he wouldn't be able to do it. And then this is my exercise bike. Usually it's in the living room, but it's here for right now. And it actually does work. I can still use it right here. I got the speakers, so I have surround sound in here. I got the LED lights. So it's nice and cozy. I mean, it's not a huge room, but it's nice and cozy and it works. And I have my closet space. This is mostly storage on this side, but they do move, they slide. If you really want to, anything is livable as long as it's, you know, arranged neatly or arranged the way you want. It has storage. Your home can be your creative outlet.
If you like this week's episode, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And check back soon because we have new unique home tours publishing all the time. And if you'd like to join our team and get access to members-only content and unique perks, make sure you click on the join button below.